Hi, this is Lauren from Swept Away, and we have Christian George here. If you'd like to give a small introduction of yourself, that'd be great.
I Swept Away. My name is Christian George, and I have my song that's just released called Strangers. Um, Officially releasing this week at Winter Music Conference. It got leaked onto the internet about a month ago, so we kind of speed up the whole process, but I'm happy to be here and be with you.
Glad to be with you too.
What do you want to know? I'm an open book.
Well, I understand that you've also been like a dancer and a stylist. You started off as a model. What made you want to become a musician?
Well, dancing and styling and modeling were kind of all ways of me just getting by and supporting myself through this whole journey to becoming a musician and as an artist. They were just things that I was able to do and do well and be fortunate enough to do at a really high level with a lot of big name acts and celebrities. And it just beats waiting tables or doing stuff like that to make money. And it treated me well, and I it was a great experience. I had an opportunity to work with the best of the best. Dressing, I was dressing Kanye West or helping dress Kanye West, and I've danced for everybody from Britney Spears. I was working on jobs with Michael Jackson, Will Smith. So it was just great practice for me to now do what I do.
Well, who are some of the most influential people that you've worked with?
Kanye was really great because he's very observant of his surroundings, and he's obviously very free with what he says, and doesn't really beat around the bush. So he was great. I really like what he does with his music, because even though he's like a hip hop act, he still tries to keep it. He keeps it very fresh. He doesn't try. He does keep it very fresh, and kind of like sets his own pace, and like he has his own path in his genre, and I would like to think that I'm going to be doing the same thing with mine, because my music, it's the first release is a dance release, but the meat of the record, the majority of the record is like a 80s R&B pop feel. So a lot of my influences were like George Michael, Morris Day, Prince, artists like that, and so I'm trying to I feel it's very unique to who I am, and yeah, I couldn't be more happy with it.
I also hear you're in a few movie roles.
Yeah.
Is that like a new opportunity that you want to pursue, or is it something you've always wanted to do?
I've acted for the last several years, and once again it was a way for me. I was fortunate enough that I was able to make money doing it to support my music, and most recently it's a very feast or famine. It's started to take off as well with it's good timing with the release of this song, and I have a movie that's premiering in New York next week called The Take, that I was in with John Leguizamo and Tyrese, and I'm set to star in another movie later this year called Last Hurrah, which I'm actually starring in. It's revolves around me, and there's a couple other in the works, but that outlet has treated me very well, also.
Now let's talk about your new album. It's coming out in the fall, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Late summer, early fall.
What's your favorite song on there?
Strangers is up there. I mean, there's a handful of them. I'm very partial to all the songs because I wrote all of them. But Strangers is Strangers, I think, could be one of my favorites because it has an 80s vibe to it. It's danceable. I like the content, and yeah, I think that's it. There's Bullets, which is kind of another way of saying I got shot by Cupid, but ultimately this girl shot me with her bullet, and got me that way. And it's Goddamn. I mean, there's a lot of them that are good, but Strangers is up there. I guess that's why we're releasing it first.
Now, the content of your album does have a bit of a sexual vibe to that. Did you, what made you choose to have that?
I mean, it was kind of like, it's kind of like been my lifestyle, you know, for the past few years, because I really didn't have the time to concentrate on a relationship. So as a result, you know, other things got to happen, I guess,
Exactly.
for lack of a better, I don't know who's gonna be listening to this, but yeah. So you know, and my album and my music is very personal. It's very autobiographical. So you know, that's what I ended up writing about. That's what was going on with my life, you know, and but I'm still, you know, I love being in love and I love being in relationships, but I just didn't have time. So.
Well, it's good that your album is so real and that it reflects the way that you are. If you could travel to any country, or if you could play a concert in any city in any country, what would it be?
Probably my hometown of Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I'm very proud to be from that city. I moved out of Pittsburgh when I was 18, and the things I've learned growing up in a city like Pittsburgh, it's, you know, it's middle to lower class, very blue collar, very street, and that was kind of like my education, you know, growing up with the people I grew up with, and I'd be very proud to go back there one day soon, and perform, you know, for my city and my family and my friends there, and I'm sure they would appreciate it, because I appreciate so much what that city's done for me, you know.
And after all you've done, where do you see your career about 10 years from now?
Taking over the world.
That's
You knew that was coming, right? Yeah. I've worked very, very, very hard to get to where I am right now, and I intend to stay here, and yeah, I think it's going to be great. We positioned ourselves really nicely to be successful, and you know, failure is not really an option. We didn't plan for that, so we're really not going to let it happen. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Oh, it was my pleasure. Thank you.